Boys, welcome here, and today we are diving into 5 fun things you can still do in Forza Horizon 5. Now, kicking it off very strong at number 5 is probably my favorite one on this whole list, and that is gonna require you to have either a couple of wheel spins or a couple of super wheel spins. And what you're doing with those wheel spins is your goal is to try and get just one car. And with that one car, you need to yourself turn it into a drift tune and try and get a score of 1 million points or better down the volcano drift zone. Which may sound not too hard, as 1 million points is kind of the baseline if you're using a good drift tune. But if you're like me and really have no idea what you're doing when it comes to drift tuning, this can actually take quite a little while and you feel quite a source of accomplishment when you actually complete it. So let me know down below if this is something you've ever done. Diving into number 4. And at number 4 is something I may never do in my entire lifetime on Forza Horizon 5, because I don't think I have the patience for it. But boy howdy would it be something special to be able to tell people that you've done this, and that thing is completing the Goliath. Yes, the biggest race in the game with a completely stock peel. I've never even attempted this because I know I don't have the patience, and to my understanding, this could take close to an hour to complete. So for those of you that are brave enough to actually complete this, comment down below your times, and if this video gets 500 likes, then I'll do it too, and I'll post my time in my Discord, link down below. Now, coming in at number 3 is something that is gonna take you lots and lots of practice, and something I'll probably never be able to do. In fact, this might be the hardest thing you can do in Forza Horizon 5. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure there are people that do this all the time and it's just a walk in the park for them because they're actually really good at Forza. But for people like me that just have no idea how to actually race, yep, this is pretty impossible. And of course, I'm talking about winning any race on Unbeatable Drivatar difficulty. And yeah, that can even include drag racing. I have not one single time in my entire life on any Forza game ever won a race against the hardest possible drivatars. They're turning, they're cornering, their speed, everything is so perfect, and I feel like they get extra speed. I feel like the game makes their cars faster because even when I race them in a drag race setting, their cars are absurd and just impossible to beat. So if someone knows the actual science behind in drag racing how their car that shouldn't be faster than mine somehow is pulling ahead, comment it down below, because I just don't understand. It really is unbeatable. Forza wasn't messing around when they named it that. And for those of you that beat Unbeatable on the regular, how do you do it? Just show me a video. I need to understand how perfect your racing is to be able to do this. You should be a Formula 1 driver. Now, at number 2 is another thing that I just simply lack the willpower to do. And it's something I have always wanted to do, but my problem is I just can't find the last ones. And of course, I'm talking about discovering every single road in Forza Horizon 5. Don't get me wrong, I've gotten incredibly close. I think there's over 500 and I'm in the 400 somewhere. But to be able to say that you have driven every inch of every road in Forza Horizon 5, now that is something that's impressive because you don't know where the last roads are. Perhaps there's a way you can check in the game, but I don't know where that setting is. So to me, you have to scan the map and look for undiscovered gray roads across the map, and there are so many, as I mentioned, over 500 of these roads. And don't get me wrong, this is an incredible time sink, and I don't think I'll ever be able to do it. And I think you get some pretty cool rewards and an Xbox achievement if you actually do. And I'm certain there's a good amount of people watching that have somehow completed this task. And if you are one of those people, comment it down below and let me know how long did it take you. Because at this point, I think you're looking at days. Now, before we get to number 1, I do have a runner-up that's kind of coupled with our last point, and that is getting all the fast travel boards across the map. And this one is not as hard as the undiscovered roads, and it actually serves to benefit you quite a lot because you can fast travel anywhere you want completely free. Now, I'm certain there are many people watching that have gotten most of the boards, and every time they fast travel, maybe it costs them 1,500 credits, and that's nothing. They don't really care. But I triple dog dare you to get every single fast travel board. It's one of the first things I did in Forza Horizon 5, and I'm very happy I did it. It took a lot of time. I think it was like 3 hours uninterrupted, but it's worth it. I haven't paid to fast travel since the first week of the game's release. And if you two are like me, comment down below. That's cool, I'll give you a heart. But now, diving into the best thing you can try to do in Forza Horizon 5 if you're just looking for an activity. And this is something that I hadn't done up until last week when Goliath and I were actually recording a challenges video. And it is landing on the bridge from the airway drag strips jump. Which I'm sure you have taken this jump before and just haphazardly tried to land on the bridge. But as somebody who spent actually quite a bit of time just doing that jump, trying to land on the bridge, it's pretty much impossible. I've given it definitely 100 attempts over my lifetime, and I have only done it one time. And in the video, I actually got it second try. It's a 1% chance. I got so incredibly lucky. But I did it, and I can happily say that it is something I have accomplished, and that's pretty much it. You don't get anything special, you don't get a reward, you might get a heart from me in the comments down below. But yeah, this one is gonna take you longer than you expect, and if you want a little hint, then listen to this next part of the video. If you don't want this hint, skip over 10 seconds, go around 160, 150 miles per hour. This is the speed I was going when I nailed the jump, and it just happens to work out. But anyways, boys, that is our list for today. If you enjoyed and if you've done all of the things on this list, comment that down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Sometimes YouTube just unsubscribes you. Maybe you thought you were subscribed and you aren't. Again, if we have 500 likes, I will do the Goliath in the POP 50. As always, we'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.